Welcome to the Billionaire Lifestyle podcast with your host, Emmitt Muckles. Please visit iTunes, Stitcher, or emmittmuckles.com to listen to all the episodes for free.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Billionaire Lifestyle podcast with Emmitt Muckles. Please go to emmittmuckles.com to the About page and leave me a comment. Go to the Billionaire Lifestyle, _billionaire_lifestyle on Instagram and friend me or follow me. I said friend me. Wow. Also, you can find me on eMuckles on Twitter, and make sure that, you drop me a line. It's been a long time. I don't have any guests today. I don't have anything that I am doing out of the ordinary. It's been a long time since I just sat down and addressed the audience. As of course, the Billionaire Lifestyle is about you. It is about me. It is about us as a collective. It is about we. You are born a billionaire. This is no lie. When you came to this planet, you had 1 billion cells. If you look at your hand, there are 1 billion cells just in the hand, and you own those. You are a billionaire. I'm looking at what's happening in the world today, and it's a cluster. It's not a cluster. It's just change. It is literally what we knew before is no longer. A lot of the things that was normal to us is gone. It's different. We have this pandemic that is happening. We have elections that are coming up. We have protests because for far too long, people have been marginalized. And it's really that simple. So many people have been marginalized. And it's really weird because I have been sitting back and I'm just a voyeur because I have this philosophy in life, and is you have the right to not say anything. I know in America you have the freedom of speech, but you also have a more important right. You have the right to not say anything. As a matter of fact, when you go to court in America, they tell you this. You have the right to shut the hell up so you don't incriminate yourself. And I have been living by this motto for the most part because sometimes, in my opinion, is just unnecessary. It doesn't add value to the conversation. And that's a big thing for me. So many people want attention, and that's the currency. The new currency is attention. And they say things that don't add value. This is part of life. You should be adding value or trying your best to add value in every circumstance. Sometimes you can add value just by not doing anything because you're not taking away from the situation. This is dire in this day and age. We're so easily offended. And I'm reading this book right now, which is called The Coddling of the American Mind. And it is eye-opening because, they kind of pinpoint when things began to change in our society relative to people's perception. And I grew, I'm not a young person. And what I mean by that, I'm not 30 and I'm not 40. I'm definitely not 20. But that was a rite of passage. You had to get your armor up. Those things that don't kill you make you stronger if you have the fortitude and the thought to navigate around it. And I'm afraid that people are losing their ability to navigate emotional circumstances. Because I'll tell you, I've been in some situations and around people who have really hard lives. And when I look at what people are complaining about, and I'm talking about everyday people, my burrito is not warm enough. And they go on a super tangent about it and just freak out. or I don't want to wear my mask. Let me say it like this. For years, we have been, almost for decades, we have been seeing people around the world whose societies, because they are so clustered, the population is so dense that it's a courtesy. It is a saving grace for the population to not spread things. Now, I think of it like this as well. We also make ourselves weaker, but when we don't subjugate ourselves to the environment. But COVID-19 is such a diabolical entity that it is literally taking out like 1% of the population or 2% of the population, depending where you are. And it depends on age. It's like it's a mild culling of the population. But we can prevent this simply by wearing a mask. And this is how I figured it out. You know, I used to have this little pull-up thing that I pulled over my mask. Yes, I am just talking to you guys today. I used to have this little thing, you know, those things that you can, they give them out in yoga class. You can wear them as like on your head, or you can wear them around your neck. But anyway, I was wearing one of those and I realized something. If I can blow out a candle, or if I can make a candle move by blowing through this thing, it's not effective. So then I made sure that I had these masks, and that's the test that I do. I put my hand in front of my face and I blow extremely hard and see if I can feel my breath on my hand. If I cannot do that, it's effective, because that means the air is not getting through and it's escaping out the sides or however it can, but direct contact from someone will not occur. And if I am infected, or if I happen to get infected, or if I'm a carrier, I can't infect anyone else. It's really that simple. It's like common courtesy. The reason I'm bringing this up is because we're heading in the United States towards winter right now. This is when the cold season starts to, grow. Wear your mask. I'm just saying, wear your mask. I know it's uncomfortable. I wear eyeglasses, and trust me, I am the foggiest guy, and it makes your glasses gross. But you know what? I wear my mask. Sometimes I forget, but I keep extra masks. I keep a mask in my car. I keep one in my little pocket. I keep them stashed everywhere so that at any given time, I can be respectful of other people and not possibly transmit. See what I said? I'm not worried about getting it. Possibly transmit to someone else. Not that I have it, but that's just the level of respect. And that's what's missing. People don't understand what true respect is nowadays. I'm just amazed. Anyway, that's enough for the rant. What I really want to do is say thank you, because I have a great deal of gratitude. Lately, my numbers on the podcast have quadrupled just overnight. And I'm not sure if my brothers in India are listening or where the traffic has come from, but I really want to thank you for listening and downloading. Please share it with a friend. Go to iTunes or Spotify and rate the podcast. Like, leave me a comment. I can't say this enough. Oftentimes when you have a podcast, you don't know who's listening. As a matter of fact, I was in a pool today, and I introduced myself to this gentleman, and he was like, "Yeah, I know you. I listen to your podcast." And I was just flabbergasted. I was just like, really? I didn't think anyone was listening. I mean, I see the numbers that are coming through, and they're decent numbers, especially now. But I really want to thank you. Another thing I want to do is I want to reach out to you because I want to ask you a question. I want to ask a favor of you. I would like to keep the podcast interesting because often it's coming from whatever I'm thinking, whatever is on my mind, whatever is in my sphere. And it usually relates to how I'm living or how I see other people living or not living and how it can help them. And I try to find people who can add value to your life in some form or fashion. If it can add value to one person and save them some strife, I am so happy because of that. But what I need from you guys is I need your opinion. I need to know, what would you like to hear on the Billionaire Lifestyle podcast? What would you like to, what topics would you like to go down? Lately, I've been wanting to go down the road of sex, and not just sex as in the act, but the whole diaspora of sex. I met some people, and for the first time, and I didn't know what pronoun they were. And it feels kind of awkward just going up and go, what pronoun are you? And then I met someone, they were like, yeah, just come up and ask me because that's respectful. And I was like, cool. But our world is changing so fast. And I'm coming from a single point of view. And I'm looking for input from you guys to tell me, hey, Emmitt, how about going down this road? Or how about going down this road? Or look for a guest that can talk about X, Y, or Z. You can always send me an email at info, I-N-F-O, at emmittmuckles.com. That's EMMITTMUCKLES.com. That's info, I-N-F-O, at Emmitt, E-M-M-I-T-T, Muckles, MUCKLES.com. It's really simple. Or if that's too much, you can just hit me up on Facebook. It's not hard to find Emmitt Muckles. There's not a lot of, actually there's two. There's my dad and then there's me. But you'll know I'm the younger one. So please send me some information or, hey, I'm just looking for input from the public now. I don't care where you are in the world, or if you have something that you think no one is talking about and it is of importance as a human being, please let me know. I am reaching out to you to involve you in this process because I am a solo podcaster and I do all the work. And I also have to apologize because I've been on the road. Out of the last 6 weeks, I've been home for 1 week. Literally home for 1 week. And it's been a little bit difficult for me to keep up with some of the stuff on the podcast. I have shows that are ready to go. It's just, it takes a lot of processing to get them together and to make them presentable. So, you have to go through and edit and add things in, take things out, so forth and so on. And I do it all myself. And you're probably like, well, Emmitt, why don't you get someone to do it? Well, here's another thing. I don't generate any capital from this podcast. If you would like to contribute to the podcast, go to emmittmuckles.com and shortly here, I'll allow you to do that. You can always just send me some money on Cash App. Everybody's doing Cash App nowadays, so it's not a big thing. But I really want to interact with you guys. Tell me what you think. Tell me what your favorite episodes were, is. Let me know what you're thinking about. If there's a subject I can research and find out for you, let me know. That would be awesome. And I'll be here putting it down for you. Like I said, it's been really busy, a really busy summer. My wife and I bought a Glowforge and she took it over. So when I get home, I start working right away because I have to cut all this wood and stuff for her so that she can make all these things. Basically, I do the templating stuff and she does all the design work. So busy. But I just really want to say thank you and keep listening to the podcast. Go to emmittmuckles.com. Go to _billionaire_lifestyle on Instagram. It's Emmitt Muckles on Facebook. Also, there's a Billionaire Lifestyle podcast page on Facebook. I don't do much with it because I just really want to get the information out to you. It's pretty much that. Like I said, it's been a really busy couple of months. Like I've had 2 of my family members, very close family members, pass away. And I want to give kudos to them. Safe journeys, because they've transitioned back to the spiritual body. So blessings to them, but blessings more to the people who are still on this 4-dimensional plane, because that's who seems to suffer the most, is the people who are left here. And if you're going through it, that's generally what it is. We are suffering. They are free. Anywho, you know what it is. Remember, we are all billionaires. When you get out of the shower, here's what you do. Drop your towel. The body that you're in, no matter if it's big or tall, fat or small, it's your body. It is a miracle. It is a 1 in a billion chance that two little entities met and started a dance. 2 to the power of 30 became a billion cells 30 days after their dance began. And you weren't even on the planet yet. If you're feeling kind of blue, if you're feeling kind of lonely, and this is the time in life where you might be feeling lonely because of COVID and so many different things that are happening, and our disconnectedness with actual human beings because of we're relying on computers now. I need you to just drop your towel when you get out the shower, go over to your mirror and stand there in your God body, the way you came to this planet. And I need you to just take that all in. I need you to think about this. You think, you don't even think, you just, I want to wiggle my fingers and they wiggle. That is a miracle. We haven't really figured out how to make us yet. We're coming close, but we haven't quite got it quite down. We are spectacular. You are spectacular. You are a billionaire. You are rich beyond compare. This thing called money is a new thing. And every day, it has less and less value. Think about this. Back when my grandmother bought her first house, she bought her first house for like $8,000, $8,000 or $14,000, somewhere around there. Today, her house would be worth like $300,000. That just tells you that the dollar actually decreased because it takes more of them to get the same thing. We don't think of it in those terms. We're living for something and we're dying and we're killing ourselves for something that doesn't matter. What matters is try to achieve Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Look at that. Try to find your self-actualization. Find out what makes you happy. Find out what you need. This is serious. Find out what you need. Then, once you find out what you need, go get that. Take care of your needs first. Then go after your wants, because it seems like people are going after their wants and sacrificing their needs. Till next time, love you all. Peace. Emmitt is out. Remember, let me know what you're thinking. EmmittMuckles.com or Emmitt Muckles on Facebook. eMuckles on Twitter. _billionaire_lifestyle on Instagram. I'm out.